Right, anyway. So question E, sin x codra mar sin, to have negative inverse sine, you would equal x codra minus 26 degrees. Now, raised us at the cash unit. Colcha negative, in the quadrants, Kieran. T agus C. So raised test goes sine negative into quadrant shaw, agus into quadrant shaw and shaw. So to make call 180 plus 26 is 206 degrees. Agus raised 26 and Mars 360, you to 3 here traha 3 degrees. So frigere to x quadrumla, yeah, here to 6 degrees, agus 3 here 3 degrees. Agus raised he gets in the check out of the calculator. When it's just saying that yeah, here to 6 degrees, behorded minus 0.438, correct to 4 decimal place 83784. So you can do that. Okay. Right. Just over the hinjig. Hinjig 3 just quijig be. Right, so you have to sin x. Cosmna nimni punch 3 a da a quick a she. So raised to x cosmna inverse sine that nimni punch 3 a da quick a she. X cosmna did you be? 90 degrees. Okay, so you have to 90 degrees. Raised arc the cast circle. C-A-S agus T. Now, raised culture positive, in the regions. Get A agus S. So, head region, agus into down the region. So, raised to the god so it's 90 degrees in shaw, but 90 gamas K darpo, you to K shaska degrees. So, raised to X cosmo 90 degrees, agus K shaska degrees. Which is okay, Gandhi. Yeah? Right. Kest je hin jig. Dus ik al in kial Dave. Yeah. Right. Here can I let 3 jig. Say next to these. Just in with quick jig because the league with the girl in the wall. So just in with kest over the quick jig. Okay. So kest your quick jig to me for cos x. Cosmla minus dimny punch shart to hin. So to x cosmla inverse cos. That minus them you punch a shart to hin. So to x cosmna to 9 Ifa keep carry hin degrees. Minus the plus. Plus. Okay. Keep carry hin degrees. Okay. Now reached to show rubber awkward because there's a nismona 90. So reached just double check. Cost of the minus 1, the minus them you punch a shart to hin. I used to reach, how much that's in contact? Kate Karahin, yeah, Mahi. Okay, you to 141 degrees. Now, reached out the cast circle, okay? Now, to 141 degrees in short, so to cos negative in your region. So, negative in the region Sean Shaw, I guess that's negative in the region Sean Shaw. So, that means to me, called heart 141 degrees. So raise test question Kate Karahin degrees. I guess to make all Obalashaw Kate Karahin degrees. So 360 minus 141, I guess you to 219 degrees. What's in take again? So you to yeah hates in EJ. Okay? So raise x cosmna Kate Karahin, I guess yeah hates in EJ. And raise he got checker. For that cost the yeah hits in the jig, I guess behorded minus 0.7710 now out the calculators. Make it do to the full 0.7771. So at least it had to check out what the figure calculator. Wasn't okay. Now, shouldn't there's 0 against 360. Now, the unit last is 0 against 720. Could you yena? Can you be? Vinci Cortition and Nash at there's 0 against 720. Giana Sheila. Can you be identity? Plus, no, not plus 141. Plus Kajay. Plus 360. Yeah, to the goal heart in full circle. So just come into 360 less Shahana. So you shouldn't the value seller. Was okay. And vice versa, with the goal minus 360 to 360, then point you to 360 miles. So you can show. Okay? So these chicken and yeast later on. Right. I'm to Regagine head section of it. So general solution, so it's a net estimate plus n 360. Okay, so general solution. So Rís dóis fair le seo dhéanú is just tá your exercise 17.6. Okay? Right, so 17.6 it is just tashimit la I suppose kishti hin cos equals 0, right, fair enough. So cos x equals 0. I guess can we get it in screw in general solution. Okay. Okay, so we raised upper more value x, so to x cosmla cos to the minus 1 that's 0. So to x cosmla, so you're talking 90 degrees away. Just go share the calculator. So to 90 degrees. Okay, now more switching to the cosine graph. So just Jim sketched on cosine graph, just like a jigging show. Cosine graph toshin cha ag hien. Right, so she's g minus 1. So tosh ag hien, right, so she's suas agus back at east agus to magic 2 pi, which is 360 degrees. Le bali to magic pi, which is 180 degrees, and so on. Well, on the okay lesson. So shin the cosine graph. Now ag 90 degrees. Now to see x cosmos 0 to value going to 90 going, agus to 200 and 270. Now reach go to the cast circle. CAS agus T. Now to cos cosmos 0, so reach to 0 and shaw agus reach to go away egg 270 shaw. Now reach point is the cost of 270 you to 0. Okay, so the value organization for your 0. Okay, now just awkward for your units because there's still easy to bond. Now race kite just take val kite to all the graph. Kite and graph a hig val. Alright. Now race to the value. Now for your general form, let's screw in general form, but it's a quick question shot. So write in general form. So race to go x quadrumla 90 degrees plus or minus n 360 degrees. Okay, so call it plus or minus n 360. No, here sharper degrees plus or minus n 360. Like I should screech in general form. Well, Alan, you okay, lesson. So raise just the screen right in general form to just some moon the job 360 degrees. Okay? N is the number of revolutions. So for example, what did we just call revolution of when? 1 full 0 to 360, n is 1. Right? Now, so the Kekyon is no revolution, it's just a tasha. So it's the n equals 0. So tash to go in n equals 0. So market has n equals 0, task equal x cosmos 90 degrees, agus 270 degrees. Now, what Hodgson graph shall go? Quay mulish are 0 reached. So just make you know Hodgson graph shall go, Tagalu well is 0 reached to punction, which is n equals 1. So to x will be cosmos 90 plus 360, you to 450. So we are going to showing 450 degrees. Agus, Tagalu well fast to 360 plus 270, so 630 degrees. And you can keep going n equals 2, n equals 3, n equals 4. Agus just to just go heart and circle heart ahanam to the goals. So to just conya to goal graph, guji ahanam mulletun 0. Does that make sense? And then he gets all negative, going to minus 360 to just go in the opposite direction. So that's basically 0 to the end. Does that make more sense, Steve? To the good as your graph. Okay? Right. Merkmage er kist over the kistella. Kist over the fragmentin dot and kist over the quick and right? So kist over the quick. The cos x cosma minus le. Okay, so write the general solution, write down an expression for all of the solutions of the following. Right? So raised test could not equal x cosma cos to the minus 1 the minus le. So to x cosma question is down the calculator inverse cos the minus 90 quick, it gives you to 120 degrees. Which is okay again then, 120 degrees. Now, race goes at the cast. C-A-S agus T. Oh, sorry, you should add this right. Right, it goes at cast on us. Doing the yeah value take cost. So the cost negative in the region shot, agus in the region shot. Tá bhfuil seo ag 120 degrees, tá go bhfuil seo ag 240 degrees. It is higla check out. Cost of 240, you to minus left. So the rest test could go to cat. Okay? Now, rest general solution. So to x quadrumla, 120 degrees plus or minus n360. No, yeah, here cara degrees plus or minus n360. Okay, I'll give this your general solution. Which is okay. Again then. Right, so you need to understand, right, so when you're coming good make or free cash level whatever, right, so what the height is the all of do the cash, right, so just note it, so revision. In cast, right, so raise the unit circle look good. Okay, so to C, A, S, agus T. A means all. So all means sine, cos, agus tan. This should leak positive. Alright, so that means they're all positive degrees from 0 to 90. From 0 to 90 degrees, they're all positive. Okay, now into region Sean Shaw. To sine positive, S when you sine. To sine positive, to cos agus tan negative. Okay, into region Sean Shaw. To tan positive, to sine agus cos negative. Agus the can journal to cos positive, agus the sine agus tan negative. And that's all you really need to know. So mark it as a back of the kiss revision, Ashley. Yeah. Right? Mark it as a shen. V cos x equals minus a half, so therefore it's negative. So mark it the back sheets and shaw, kite will cos negative. To cos negative into region shaw, agus into region shaw and shaw. So write to 120 bala wine, write to 120 bala. Always from the x-axis. We shouldn't think again then. Does that make sense, Nish?
Yeah, so the difference x-axis at 360 plus 360.
Yes. So that's you just got heart and rotation revolutions. Okay? Right. When we okay last and you okay last right. Right, which ready? So you here still it. Right. Erknish a question of the chart and shot. Which you hear out the shiny and then rhyme a free or rhyme a free chart but you live and then he live in the unit. Right? So question of the chart. There's to solve the following equation from 0 to 720. Now this is tower. So to cos x quadrumla square root 3 is gonna do. Agus to x at the 0 degrees agus yeah here chart is the feet degrees. So that's 2 revolutions. Okay? So that's important. Now raised to x quadrumla. Cos to the minus 1, the square root 3 is gonna do. So to x quadrumla, because you understand the calculator. Cos to the minus 1, the square root 3 is gonna do. Is very soon dead 30 degrees. Okay? Right, does that introduce us the values like you take cos. So raised occur the cast circle. Ashley. C-A-S agus T. Kenya quadrant. Show the head quadrant, show the down the quadrant, show the 3-head quadrant, show 3-head quadrant, and the cat quadrant. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So Kenya was a positive or negative? Positive. So Kenya quadrant. He agus care. So test could go with the quadrant shin, test could go with the quadrant shin. So go only just mark a yeah quadrant shin. Okay? Now then we got Swiss 30 degrees in shaw. I guess then we got she's 30 degrees in shaw, so shin 330 degrees. Okay? Now raise to me quantity from 0 to 720 degrees. Right, so to x quadrumla 30 degrees plus n360. No 330 degrees plus n360. Now toshila n equals 0. So to x quadrumla 30 plus 3 or not plus I guess 330 degrees. Okay? So you get yeah value of it. Now if when you n equals 1, it's 30 plus 360, you to x equals 390 degrees. No, plus 360, 690. N equals 2, we're way over 720, so it doesn't work. Okay, so smuichi 390 plus 360, you make J 750 degrees. So we're way over either 0 to 720. Can you go 0 to 720? So there's your solutions. So frigere to x cosma 30, 330, 390, agus 690. You can check it. Out with the calculator, because that costs the 390, agus you the square root 3 over 2. Because that costs the 690, agus you the square root 3 over 2. So to the after that frigere check out what the cat. Was in kia. Yeah, right. Jin gi hin kish over the art and shin the hop. Right, and then you make art, and then you my sample a little bit shalem in the bell. Okay. Now, kiss over the art. Right, you to minus 30 degrees. Which is in? Yeah. Out with the cast. That's a negative, so therefore it's going to be into Kenshaw, agus into 3 agus a cat quadrant. So to the goal yeah hate to j degrees, agus to the goal 3 hate 3 degrees. 210 and 330. Well, on you okay, Lashan. Okay, to the goal she's 30, to the goal she's 13 shot, because the means 3 agus a cat quadrant. Okay, so reached to x quadrant. X quadrant yeah hate to j degrees plus n 360. No, x quadrant 3 hate 3 degrees plus n 360. The rest to me call 0 to 720. So the x quadrant 0 or the n quadrant 0 to x quadrant 210 agus 3 hate 3. Now the n quadrant hin to x quadrant 570 agus 690. Agus the easy gets in the check out. The subtle is just saying the 570 is behorded minus liha. Okay, right. Lakshis shaw sample so dog me show out over bally in the north. Okay, now shaw ik can catch the hocus and easter the exam paper. Okay, so just sample. Okay, so ski shaw sheets at the hop. Now Abernish grow question cost la Jeremy grow saying that 2x or 3x picture. Jeremy grow saying that 2x quadrumla minus square root 3 over 2. Okay, now show 2x. That's a problem. It's not saying x, so it's double the angle. So kite to kuruma, right? So that means test again na square 2x quadrumla saying to the minus 1 the minus square root 3 over 2. Because test going to equal 2x quadrumla j. So rest, because that's saying to the minus 1, the minus square root 3, ranter da, I guess you to minus 60 degrees. Okay, now rest goes at the cast. Just how can you swim a free child left the short tower? Right? Now minus 60, the sign negative, so therefore to make the yeah region shin and shan. So to make got 160, so to make 240 degrees. I guess to make 300 degrees. And then you okay, Lashan. Very straightforward. Now, Moss creams the show on us because has something is equal 2x quadrumla 240 degrees plus n 360. No 300 degrees plus n 360. Yeah, we should get 2x, and we get values of x. So to x quadrumla. Do you how much you la x do x la x divide by 2. So kite surely get around to the door. So it's 120 degrees plus n 180 agus 150 degrees plus n 180 degrees. We shouldn't take again. We want the value of x, not 2x. Hog's 2x and you're doing, shouldn't the value for your 2x. But then you equal to x. So we divide everything by 2. Which is okay. The mu 3 on, we divide everything by 3. The mu lehan, we multiply everything by 2. Do you get that? Okay? So next, the solution. Now, do it from 0 to 720 degrees to die here now. So raise tashi afla n equals 0. Okay? So you're to 120 degrees. X quadrant 120, no 150 degrees. N equals 1. You to x quadrant 3 degrees. No 150 plus 180. 330 degrees. N equals 2. Time shot is in 180 by 2 is 360. So 360 is in 480. So x equals 480. No 150 plus 360. Okay, so to me just could have started door from your n. So I could have started door and chop from your n. So 2 by 180 is 360. 360 plus 150, you to 510. Now raise go g n equals 3. To 480 again. 480 plus 180 raised. So really to just sum me 180 ahana. So 480 plus 180, you to 660. So x equals 660 degrees. I guess 510 plus 180, you to 690. Okay, ahan negation, we're way over 720, so that's your solution. To x cosma heen dot c care quick she shart art value. Now b could have to check out. Mata x cosma 690 to make to sine the 2x. So it will be sine the do medifa 690. I guess you to minus square root 3 over 2. So you can show Shan. Okay, you're looking for the value of x, not 2x. Which is okay. Right, so upper balle. Just Jenny guitar na han kest. So Jen nui hinjig. Sijig jant going so kaharjig. So Jen shall do nui hinjig kaharjig agus quijig. That'll do. So nui hinjig kaharjig quijig. Agus sin muire be mi dréile sa cabbateach seo muire and then charting go léigeil le chapter áirtíigh go deanta. Caithí áirtíigh go deanta roimh deirm líana. I bhé nuigh na fi.